Hello, guys, and we are here for some awesome game day bingo action. Super excited to be here with you guys live as we got a $339 minor jackpot, 52 balls or less. A major prize of $7,189, 56 balls or less, and a mega prize of $35,406 at 48 balls or less. Should be a grand time as me and Jordy stream the next 12 games to you live on the Pilot TVs, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as our Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
That's right. Go check us out wherever it is convenient for you. Just about 10 seconds now to get enrolled into this first matchup of today. Stick around as we, like Ian said, have some great cash prizes, as we would love to be shouting you out as you get to take them home. Just yesterday, we were able to give out two different jackpot prizes were able to go out just yesterday, making our total for the last 7 days about 18 different jackpots to go out, as we officially hit 125 different jackpots to go out for this season 17 so far. Just yesterday, we got it started off with Roger K., who was playing over at the Boondocks, Barton Grill, when they got to take home over $7,047. Congratulations going on out to Roger K.
A great win for you, Roger K., in that awesome game. Definitely a fantastic victory, as that was the largest jackpot prize to go out during that Thursday. As we saw one more jackpot prize go out, this was a Pilot Payday prize, as $2,500 always goes out in Pilot Payday, and this time it went out to one singular player, Demer Time, over at the Neighbors Eatery and Saloon. Congratulations to you in that fantastic game. I mean, $2,500, not too shabby in that awesome live bingo opportunity.
Absolutely. Congratulations to both of our different jackpot winners from yesterday. Stick around and hopefully you will get to be counted towards our rolling total of jackpots when we come in Monday to shout out all the different jackpot prizes that go out today and over the next 2 days this weekend.
Absolutely. As we work through this game, though, we would like to give a shout out to our Facebook page. As you guys can do, show us some love by giving our Facebook page a like and follow. Find our page by just searching up Pilot Games and clicking on our logo. By doing that, you'll stay updated with weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and more. You can also check out our website link on Facebook, as we have a link tree with all the info you need, including a bar locations tab that opens up a map that shows you all the pinned locations where you can play Pilot Games. Our other social media links connect you to our Twitter as well as Instagram, and even more there as well. It really is just the hub of all things Pilot Games.
That's right. We can't shout out that Facebook page or really any of our other social media pages out as much as possible, as we would love to see you guys come on out and stay connected with Pilot Games. We are closing in here as just 2 balls away now from a lucky player taking home the first prize of this lunchtime show. We'll have to see who is going to be taking home what in the next couple seconds, but as we move towards it, stick around and listen up, as we would love to highlight the entirety of our bingo schedule for you guys, as we have some great live bingo you guys can check out each and every day.
But before we do so, just 2 balls away from taking home that major jackpot, we got Becker over at the Blue Line Sports Bar and Grill, taking home $107.10. Congratulations to you, Becker, as we now get enrolled into this next game. Minor prize will still not be available because it clicks up to 54 balls or less, and at 56 balls or less, we're giving out that major jackpot. So, continuing this great fun as we get after it.
That's right, so stick around and get enrolled just a couple minutes to do so. As we are getting into this next game, we'd love to highlight that bingo schedule that I just talked about. Each and every day, you get started with your first chances of the day with great game day bingo opportunities going from noon all the way till 1 p.m. As Monday through Friday, Ian and I get the privilege of hosting that lunchtime show. Then at 1 p.m. each and every day, you get your first chance at Lucky 4 Bingo, where it has over $121,123 and growing, as you and your friends will be getting into that 1 p.m. round.
Should be a great time, as that leads you into more game day bingo that will run from 1 all the way till 4 p.m., working on whatever prizes me and Jordy don't give out during this lunchtime broadcast. At 4 o'clock, you guys will then get your second and final opportunity of Lucky 4 Bingo. Another shot at that $121,000 if it didn't go out at 1, as that leads you into our happy hour bingo action.
That's right. From 4 to 6 each and every day, you get great game day bingo chances. As once again, Monday through Friday, Ian and I go live during that 4 to 6 time for a great happy hour show, giving out great jackpot prizes. Then at 6 p.m., as today is a Friday, it is your third chance this week and your final chance this week at Pilot Payday. You can check out Pilot Payday every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 p.m. It's a 10-cent card that awards you a great prize of $2,500. Make sure you guys come on out to try and take home that great prize for yourself today.
Absolutely. It's definitely a great time there. After today, it switches back to that Lucky 4 Bingo, so take advantage of Pilot Payday tonight at 6 p.m. After that, you'll get into more Game Day Bingo to finish off your night, running from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. to cap off all the great live bingo that we play from noon to 10 p.m. every single day.
That's right, so stick around as we've got great live bingo ahead of you, and we can't wait to start giving out more of these great jackpot prizes. I mean, that major jackpot is looking beautiful, over $7,000 at 56 balls or less. We're going to be trying to give out that lucky prize in this next hour for sure.
Yeah, I can't believe we got to start off today with a 56 ball or less major prize. Pretty rare we get to start off the day with a $7,000 major jackpot, and so I'm excited to see how this all goes down. And as we get after it in this game number 2 of a lunchtime game day bingo action, we'd like to move on to some national days.
That's right. We start off with National Boiled Peanuts Day. On February 21st, it is National Boiled Peanuts Day, as we celebrate not only one of America's oldest snacks, but also we aim to learn why this delicious snack has become a global snacking staple.
Absolutely. Definitely a great one to highlight. I can't say that I know what necessarily boiled peanuts means, what a boiled peanut is, but a great one to be able to highlight here on today.
Absolutely. I can't say that I have had boiled peanuts either, as I definitely just have either roasted or raw peanuts.
Yeah.
But this is a southern delicacy where they boil peanuts in water and salt, and it makes for a distinct soft texture and salty flavor.
Very interesting. Well, the antioxidants from the shell do get drawn out in this process, making them richer in antioxidants compared to raw or roasted peanuts. So, a little bit healthier of an option the boiled peanut is.
Absolutely, depending on how you make it, because I know a lot of southern recipes call for a lot of spices, trying to make them very flavorful.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. So, yeah, definitely maybe not the most healthy, but, healthy.
Gets more benefits from that peanut, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. South Carolina is the state that eats the most boiled peanuts. And so if you were trying to think of, I'm in South Carolina, what do I do?
Have some boiled peanuts.
Have some boiled peanuts. I guess that's the mission for anybody out there that has a trip going to South Carolina anytime soon, as it is National Boiled Peanuts Day.
Absolutely. I actually just recently saw some people posting their recipes for boiled peanuts on social media, so I wonder if they knew this National Day was coming up.
They might have. Word of mouth might have been getting out there. As we finish up this game right here, it doesn't look like that major prize will be going out, but a nice must-go, $115.30, going out to Iron Bar over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Congratulations to you, Iron Bar, as we now get enrolled into this next game. Minor jackpot clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less. Should definitely add to the excitement, as it still won't be available in this game, because 56 balls or less, you're taking home the major prize. But it doesn't mean the fun isn't stopping here, as a lot of people are gunning for that major. We're going to have a fantastic must-go here as well available in this game, and you guys just got 1 minute and 50 seconds to become a part of it as we continue highlighting national days.
That's right. So happy National Boiled Peanut Day as we move on to our next one, National Grain Free Day. As National Grain Free Day falls on February 21st and aims to inspire families and friends to gather and enjoy each other's company over some grain free meals. What a remarkable way, then, to devote an entire day to loved ones who cope with dietary limitations. Not only does the day create a way to recognize the difficulties of a restricted diet, but it celebrates the family and brings everyone back into the kitchen for a meal designated just for them.
Very, very cool stuff there. A good old grain-free meal. That is definitely something that it's hard to imagine living with that kind of dietary restriction. Just thinking of having a singular grain-free meal makes my head spin, and so I can't imagine having to do that every single day. And so lots of, luck and support out to those people that have dietary restrictions. And we support you guys on today, National Grain Free Day. Definitely puts into perspective what kind of things they have to go through on a day-to-day basis when restricting your meals.
Absolutely. Allergens and intolerances affect everyone in such a wide variety of different ways when it comes to dietary restrictions. And so this is the day to honor those who have to go grain free and gluten free. And so this is definitely a big one on today. I know there is a large portion of the population that is affected by this. And so today is the day to honor you and make the rest of your family eat the meals that you would like to consume as well.
Absolutely. Just 10 seconds to get enrolled into this next game, game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. Should be a lot of fun as we get after it in this game. As we do so, we'll be moving on to our next national day, National Caregivers Day. National Caregivers Day on the third Friday in February honors the healthcare professionals across the country providing long-term and hospice care.
Absolutely. We cannot give you enough kudos. This is such a taxing job. It has emotional strain, physical strain. This is a great profession that not everyone can do. And you are there each and every day providing the care for loved ones and elders that everyone would like to make sure gets the proper care at that stage of life. And so this is definitely a huge national day. And we give you guys a big shout out on today.
Absolutely. If we have any caregivers out there, mattering on what kind of care you give, well, it doesn't matter, I should say, on what care you give. We shoot some luck out to you, and we hope that you have a lot of luck as you get on after in these amazing games of Game Day Bingo. As we currently have Battle Cat, Ba, and P and K leading the charge. Now, Mr. Meeseeks, a good old Rick and Morty reference out there leading the charge as we continue to work through this game. It's been a while since I've seen a Rick and Morty reference on our gaming screen.
It has been a while. Good to see you out there, Mr. Meeseeks.
It's been a while since I've just watched a Rick and Morty episode, if I'm being completely honest. It's probably been about 2-3 years since I've watched any Rick and Morty, as I used to be an avid fan back in the day, probably 2018, 2019.
I know, earlier today,
huge
Ian
fan.
and I were actually just talking about the TV that we consumed in about 2018, 2019 time.
Yeah.
And I do think a large portion of what I was watching was solely Rick and Morty.
Oh my gosh, there was a lot of Rick and Morty watching. It
Yeah.
was one of those things that I had to get into because if I didn't, I knew that my friends were going to make me
Absolutely,
watch it
and
all.
I think Big Mouth had just come out at that time too, and so
Oh.
yeah, I was
I-
really just dipping my toes into the world of adult animated series in
Yeah,
general.
it took me a while to get into Big Mouth. I didn't want to get into it at first.
Oh, with valid reason.
Yeah, and then I had a few friends that I trusted their
Everybody
love
ends
for
up watching it
comedy.
at our age.
And so then they were like, it's actually really funny. You get to see Sylvester Stallone in it. And I was like,
The Italian Stallion.
yeah. And I was like, okay, I gotta watch this. I'll get through it. And it ended up being funny enough. We do have a major jackpot going out though in this awesome game number 3.
That's right. It's a split win between Woodpile at Haskell's and Player at Haskell's as well. Give each other a high five on today, and you guys get to split up this incredible major jackpot prize. $7,435 is getting split between both you guys. Congratulations there. Stick around as we have a maxed out minor jackpot on the line in this next matchup at 58 balls or less. Very exciting stuff. Just about 2 minutes to get enrolled.
Yeah, a great win there. Shocking to see that major prize go out to a lucky player's iPad. Fun that we get to give out a major jackpot during this lunchtime as we now get enrolled into this next game. I mean, minor jackpot already primed and ready to go out as it sits at a higher ball count than we just gave out that prize at 58 balls or less, maxed out. That means the must-go prize is going to be absolutely ginormous in this game as well. Will we give out the must-go, the double must-go in this upcoming matchup, then the minor,
I'm
then
hoping
another
for the
double
minor
must-go?
here, and then a triple must-go next.
I'm a big fan of the triple must-go as well. So we'll see if we can get it done. Just 1 minute and 25 seconds to get enrolled. As we get enrolled, we have one final national day to highlight, National Sticky Bun Day. National Sticky Bun Day on February 21st recognizes a delicious pastry that comes rolled up and dripping with a sweet, sugary topping. There are perfect with a hot cup of coffee in the morning or as a after dinner sweet.
Absolutely. I am a big fan of the sticky bun, I think. Actually, I don't know if I've had a sticky bun.
You've never had a sticky bun?
No.
Absolutely, a delicious delicacy, very similar to the cinnamon roll.
That's what I was picturing in my head, but then I saw are they walnuts or pecans?
Okay,
Pecans.
where cinnamon rolls are glazed with cream cheese frosting, while sticky buns are baked in a pan with a caramel topping.
Okay.
Both are made by rolling dough into
That pinwheel
pinwheels,
shape.
but the flavors that you get from them are very different. Lots of the times they're topped with nuts, which add this really nice flavor. It's a little bit more of that, a little bit less of that staunch super sweetness that you get from a cinnamon roll with the icing, and you get a little bit more of that. I don't know. It's a little
A richer sweetness with the caramel.
Yeah, it's a richer sweetness for sure.
They kind of look like upside down buns where the bottom is where it caramelizes with the pecans and you flip it over so the caramel drizzles over the top once you flip them out. It seems very tasty on today. Some people even incorporate raisins into their recipe. I absolutely think I would love a sticky bun.
Absolutely. It's a delicious one to be able to highlight. I'm a big fan of the classic sticky bun. It's been years since I've been able to enjoy one, but whenever I've had the opportunity, it has been a great time. I usually go in for seconds.
Yeah, this seems like a tasty one, especially if you could have a nice hot cup of coffee alongside it.
So good.
I think that would pair beautifully on today.
Absolutely. I'm just a big fan of anything made in the pinwheel shape, so that's, right up my alley. Happy National Sticky Bun Day. Great stuff there. Makes me miss a good old cinnamon roll. Been a while since I've had a cinnamon roll. Maybe we'll talk our friends into having a cinnamon roll like breakfast while we're out hanging out with friends this weekend. But I think that would be a great idea for us.
I think that's a great idea as well.
So get our little pinwheel action in, not necessarily celebrating National Sticky Bun Day, but I do
it's
think
close brother.
Exactly. We're giving it a slight brush by as we walk our way towards getting.
We tip our hat in homage.
As we love a cinnamon roll, and there's no way we wouldn't have that instead. Great stuff though, as we're having some great action going down in this game right here. We got the minor prize currently at 58 balls or less, $599. Major prize, shockingly, not even available. Even though we just gave it out, it is no longer available because at 48 balls or less, you'll take home $35,000. So, should be a lot of fun as we also got that double must-go prize looking great as well, $240.70. We'll wait and see who could take home this awesome win here, hopefully in 58 balls or less, so we can see $599 go out. But even if we do miss out on that prize, the double must-go is a pretty nice prize to take home as well.
That's right. So we'll have to see who's going to be taking home what kind of cash. I'm sure everyone will be pretty happy no matter the chunk of change that ends up coming your way. We just have to wait and watch our lucky handy-dandy wild player slap shot those pucks and get our lucky ball to fall. We are officially at 59 balls dropped, so we are moving past it to a must-go prize. The double must-go of $240.70 is going on out to Bliss over at the Trailside Tavern. Congratulations taking home that double must-go prize. prize. We'll still have that maxed out minor jackpot on the line out at 60 balls or less. Very exciting and very doable. Grab those friends, grab your iPads, and get enrolled. This is definitely a game you won't want to miss.
Absolutely. Game 5 of great game day bingo action. And as we get after it here, I would like to talk about the team that you guys are earning points for what you guys are playing this themed game day bingo after, and that is our Minnesota Wild. They're currently 33, 19, and 4, and get their action started up tomorrow. But during our big break, during the Four Nations face-off, there was a Wild forward that stood above the rest and even got himself named as the breakout star to watch in the 2026 Olympic Games.
That's right, as it was, in fact, Matt Boldy who had a primary assist on the go-ahead goal by Dylan Larkin against Canada just this past Saturday. Although he intercepted a pass prior to finding Larkin, he wasn't rewarded a takeaway on the play. But in almost 12 minutes on the ice, Boldy had 2 shots on goal and 3 hits and finished +1. A poll conducted by 27 NHL staffers at The Athletic voted Matt Boldy with a whopping 22.2% in his favor as the Four Nations breakout star to watch at the 2026 Olympics. Boldy got one more vote than his U.S. teammate, Zach Werenski, who tied for the tournament's lead in points.
Great stuff to see us be able to see our Wild player kind of get into different situations. I think we had a lot of success in general for our Minnesota Wild. We saw a lot of players step up in that Four Nations face-off, whether it was because we were majority playing for Sweden or USA. And I thought they did some really good stuff out there. It also gave us a chance to get healthier, which was very, very important, especially with Kirill Kaprizov having his recovery, having a few-week break of them not playing any games is huge for him to get back on the ice, as I don't think he'll be back on the ice tomorrow, but I do think that's some great stuff there. We even mentioned the player we're going to be playing against tomorrow, as Matt Boldy made an assist to Dylan Larkin, who actually plays for the Red Wings, as we will be in Detroit taking on the Red Wings tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Should be an interesting matchup, a nice morning matchup, so you guys can come out, enjoy some lunchtime game day bingo, and root on your Minnesota Wild as they play this Saturday.
That's right. Get a Bloody Mary, get an iPad ready, and get ready to watch the Wild hit the ice. Go and check out the great eTab game wherever you play Pilot games, as we have teamed up with them for Let's Go Wild, the great eTab game that features our Wild team and gives you some great jackpot prizes along the way. Check out Let's Go Wild wherever you play Pilot games today.
Absolutely. And as you guys play Game Day Bingo, you guys are actually earning points towards the Game Day Bingo standings. We have a very fun standings to cover, as we'll hop directly into the player side of those Game Day Bingo standings, as we got some really fantastic players to highlight.
That's right, we kick it off in 10th place with none other than Jim at the Whiskey Street. They currently sit with 35,000 points. Right ahead of them with 36,000 in 9th place, we have Woodpile over at Haskell's, the player we got to see split up that major jackpot prize not too long ago today. Ahead of them, though, with 37,000 points in 8th place, we've got Richie at the Pine Island Liquor Store. 7th place with 38,000 points is Mike at the Sherwood Lounge, while with 39,000 points in 6th place, we have Not Sure at the Montego Blue. It is a fight in the second half of the standings.
Absolutely. I mean, what's the point difference between 10th and 6th place?
4,000 points.
Very, very close races there. Can't wait to see how that shakes up.
That's right, but right ahead of Not Sure, we have in fact 6'9" T-Bird. They play at the Lookout Bar and Grill in 5th place, as they currently sit with 43,000 points. 47,000 points for 4th place Maggie over at the Lyle Liquor, while in 3rd, Cheese at the Beartown Lounge currently sits with 59,000 points. 68,000 points for 2nd place Brother Nate at the Chart House, while in 1st it is none other than Call Me Jen at JR Mac with 133,000 points so far.
Great job to Call Me Jen, and all of those fantastic players earning so many points throughout this season. It's been very impressive to watch you guys get after it, especially Call Me Jen, who just dominates these games. As we come to a close of this game, we'll wait and see who takes home this awesome, hopefully, minor jackpot in this matchup, as we have that final ball drop. and it hits an iPad.
That's right, as that maxed out minor jackpot is head on over to Elsa at the Polar Lounge. Longtime player. Good to see you out there, Elsa. $599 is heading your way. Congratulations, as we will have, in fact, another double Musco going into this next matchup. $127.90 will be getting tacked on to next round's Musco prize, so stick around and continue to get enrolled.
Should be a great game 6. And as you get enrolled, I'll be highlighting the location side of the Game Day Bingo standings. 10th place, we got the McHugh's Grill and Bar. They sit with 68,000 points in 10th place. With 69,000 points in 9th place, we got the Sherwood Lounge. As the Beartown Lounge and the Riverboat Depot are both tied in 7th, both with 74,000 points. With 84,000 points in 6th place, we got Danny's Dugout, as 5th place is Haskell's with 88,000 points. With 97,000 points in 4th place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, as our 3rd place location is the Chart House with 102,000 points, starting off that 100,000 point club strong. 2nd place is the Lookout Bar and Grill with 107,000 points, as our number 1 location is JR Mac with 166,000 Game Day Bingo points.
Well, congrats to all of our players and locations. Make sure to come on out and try your hand at Game Day Bingo. We run it through a large portion of our day at different times of the day for you to be able to try and take home these great cash prizes and points for yourself. If you do get a little sick of our live bingo, I don't know why you would, but if you want to check out the other games we have offered here, we have some great eTab games readily available for you on those iPads. Over 70 different charitable eTab games are there for you to choose from with a wide variety of different themes and huge prizes up to $1,500. Each of those eTabs offer small bets between 50 cents and $5 as well, so go and check out all the different games we have to offer and let us know which one is your favorite.
As we are excited to announce that Finnegan's Gold is back and better than ever. Just was released yesterday to your guys' iPads, as this fan favorite eTab is just in time for St. Patrick's Day and is packed with enhanced graphics and new features and more ways to win. Finn is bringing back even more Irish luck with exciting new features like Pots of Gold and Finnegan's Garden, just extending the great options that you have on those eTabs. Hopefully you check them out.
Absolutely. Go and check out all the different eTab games we have to offer. And Finnegan's Gold hitting those iPads right in time with St. Patty's Day around the corner. Go and check it out today and let us know what you think.
As we continue to move through this game right here, we're waiting to see who could take home the double Musco prize. That's what we're gunning for. $198.30. If we don't give that out, I'd hope to give out the mega, 48 balls or less, $35,000. But as we work through this awesome game on this Friday, we would like to also highlight some fun movies that were released on today, as we love going through movies released throughout history, as we start off with a 2003 classic.
Yeah, old school. Yeah, this is really fun. I can't say I've watched a single film on our list of movies today, so this should be a fun one to talk about all of these. I can't believe I've never seen Old School. I'm sure I have at one point, but I was too young to watch it, so it didn't stick with me at all. But It's got an incredible cast of people that came together, like Luke Wilson, Will Ferrell, Vince Vaughn, Alicia Cuthbert, and even more. Ellen Pompeo is in this. Julia Lewis, very fun cast of actors and actresses for this.
Absolutely, as this is just an interesting group getting together, and they move into a new place, which happens to be near a college campus, and tries to get his life back together. Two of his best friends, Frank and Beanie, start hanging out at Mitch's house, eventually turning the place into a wild party pad, much to the ire of the college's dean, Gordon Pritchard, played by Jeremy Piven.
Very interesting. Yeah, I have never watched this. Seems pretty interesting. I'll definitely have to give it a watch at some point just to say that I've seen it.
Yeah, it's a wild flick, old school, huge cast though.
Yeah.
Huge cast. So that's kind of the, staple on that one, is that it's got so many of those big comedy names with Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, and Vince Vaughn.
Up next on today in 2000 2014, we have the movie Pompeii.
Before we get into that movie, though, we do have a winner here, as $198.30 is going out to K and K over at the Rivers Bend Bar and Grill. Congratulations to you, K and K. Great Devil Must Go prize award to you in this awesome game number 6. We'll now be getting enrolled into this next matchup. Minor prize clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less as it continues to grow in this awesome Friday lunchtime game day bingo.
That's right, but stick around and continue to get enrolled into this next matchup as we continue talking about movies released on today. Like how in today, 2014, we've got the movie Pompeii.
Yeah, this one stars Kit Harington, as he's mainly known for being Jon Snow in the Game of Thrones franchise. You also have Kiefer Sutherland as well, and other really good actors and actresses like Emily Browning and others, as this follows 79 AD Pompeii, a bustling port city, stands in the shadow of Mount Vesuvius. Milo, a former slave, is a gladiator who has caught the eye of Cassia, a wealthy merchant's daughter. However, their difference in social status is not the only obstacle to their love. Cassia has been promised to Corvus, a corrupt Roman senator. When the eruption of Mount Vesuvius rains lava and ash down on the city, Milo races to save her before it's too late.
Wow. Yeah, I can't say I've ever watched this film. Got a very fun cast of people, though. Maybe I'll give it a watch on today.
Yeah. Seems like it's a pretty low quality work, but got some big names in it between Kiefer Sutherland and Kit Harington.
Up next in 2020, we have the movie Brahms, The Boy 2.
This is a movie that neither of us have ended up watching.
Yeah,
Or did you end up watching this? I
No.
was going to say, because we watched the first Brahms, The Boy, and that one was one of the final horror movies that me and Jordy ever watched in theaters. So it kind of put us off from horror movies for a little bit. And
I'm getting back into it, though.
Yeah. Horror movies always have their time and place for me.
And especially because I feel like they are their best quality. Like, I feel like a movie is its best quality in the theater. And so I really want to try to get back into watching them in the movie theater because I feel like since it's just so much more immersive, I can really get behind concepts a lot more than when we're sitting at home and I'm actively thinking my criticisms. I can voice them to you.
Yeah.
And I get taken further out. And so, yeah, with horror films, I'd like to get more into watching them in theaters. I'm glad I didn't watch this one, though, in theaters.
Yeah, Brahms, The Boy. This is 11% on Rotten Tomatoes, 4.7 out of 10 on IMDb. I have no idea how they did a second one, as it felt like the first one kind of wrapped it all up.
I was going to say, I don't know how they could possibly make a second one.
But here it is. When a young family moves to the Healshire's residence, terror strikes when a boy from the family discovers a doll called Brahms that appears to be eerily human.
Wow. I wonder if this is even connected to the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it seems like the second one is an active contradiction.
Is it? I didn't know
I was going to say, because this seems like it's more about the doll actively being haunted, and
yeah, it seems like a completely different movie.
it debases everything from the first movie.
See, I didn't know if they were going to go with this being kind of a prequel with how I read it.
Yeah.
And then that
To how the boy became
whatever
the boy.
whatever
and
was
this is about Brahm.
Yeah, whatever was possessing the doll ended up taking over
Brahm or whatever.
and then that's how it all goes down. But yeah, it seems like it's a completely different storyline. So it doesn't make sense at all. I'm sure that frustrated a lot of fans out there that were fans of the first movie, and I'm happy that I never saw this horror work.
I was going to say, even though I'm not even a fan of the first one, it would make me aggravated that it's got the same name, it's under the same, like...
It's called The Boy 2.
It's the guise of the first one, but it's completely different.
Yeah.
Well, Brahm, The Boy 2, coming out on today. Same year, same day, 2020, we've got the film Emma. I am really surprised. I have also never seen this. This stars Anya Taylor-Joy as...
Mia Goth as well.
Yeah, Mia.
Callum Turner, Bill Nighy, as well as Johnny Flynn, all star in this romance comedy Emma.
Absolutely. Yeah, I really love time period pieces. I love adaptations from novels
Wow.
to books.
86% on Rotten Tomatoes, very high score. That probably means Jordy will hate it. We got our winner here as we got Gus, Beep Beep, Lucky 156, Marge, all four of them splitting up that awesome win there. Congratulations to all of you guys, splitting up $38.30 in this game.
I don't know. I'm a fan of Jane Austen and her movie book
She does do a
adaptations.
good job.
Well, Jane Austen's the classic author that wrote like not Pride and
No, that's what
Prejudice.
I
Okay.
mean. Yeah, she does. She's a
Got
great
great
author.
stories, but yeah, so I think I would like it. I also have never watched the 1996 adaptation of Emma either that has Gwyneth Paltrow starring as Emma
Oh.
Woodhouse instead of Anya Taylor-Joy, but yeah, I just have a list of films that I got to get through at some point.
Yeah, no, I was just more teasing you that 86% on Rotten Tomatoes is too high for your liking. You only like
Oh,
lowly
I only
rated
like
works.
6% on Rotten
Yeah, like
Tomatoes.
Brahms the Boy 2 has a higher chance of you enjoying it because it's 11% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's true. Typically, I like ill-received films, but I'm with the community on that one for Brom.
Yeah, yeah. But the really highly rated ones, it's hard to deny them being really good. And Emma seems like one that need to try out. Again, I said this last Anya Taylor film that popped up on today that I hadn't seen. I've never seen a bad Anya Taylor-Joy
I was gonna
movie
say she's an incredible
outside
actress.
of New Mutants, and she's a side character. She's not one of the main characters in it. So when she's the star, it's hard for it to be a bad movie, and so it's a great one to be able to highlight here. I think what was the one that I just highlighted with her a few days ago? I don't think you were on air with me when I ended up highlighting her movie released on today. Yeah, I can't find it now. But yeah, fun movie starring a really nice cast on today.
And we have one final film released on today that we'll highlight. Same day, same year. Today in 2020, we have Call of the Wild.
Yeah, lots of different movies competing for the spotlight in this one, as this one has a huge cast with Harrison Ford, Omar Sy, Dan Stevens, Kieran Gillen, as well as other great actors and actresses, as this is
What?
Buck is a big-hearted dog whose blissful domestic life gets turned upside down when he is suddenly uprooted from his California home and transplanted to the exotic wilds of the Alaskan Yukon in 1890s as the newest rookie on a mail-delivering dog sled team. Buck experiences the adventure of a lifetime as he uh, unlimit,
Ultimately.
ultimately finds his true place in the world.
How interesting.
Very so. It's following the
The
story,
dog.
a plot of a dog, and you get to meet all these really, really fun actors and actresses.
Huh.
Ah,
I would have loved this as a kid.
for sure. It's a PJ family adventure. I definitely think this would be a great one. I loved movies that followed animals in
Mm-hmm.
general and a storyline that kind of is like a dog
I was gonna
finding
say
its own
especially
path.
if this dog has its own consciousness and we get to hear his narrative, then I would have been all over this.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think I would like either way. I think it could just have a narrator telling us what he might be kind of thinking, and like a Milo and Otis kind of situation where you don't necessarily hear them talk.
Yeah, it was.
Milo and Otis, they talked.
Yeah, it was their consciousness.
I thought it was just a narrator talking.
I
And
don't
then
think so.
it's been a while since I've watched Milo and Otis.
Milo and Otis and Homeward Bound. They're both like some of my favorite animal
Yeah.
live action storylines, and they both follow the animals' consciousness. They can talk to each other.
I thought it was just a narrator telling us what was going on with them and what they were thinking about doing.
I don't think so.
I thought so, but maybe I'm
doesn't
just
matter.
completely wrong. Yeah, it really doesn't. But Call of the Wild one that maybe I have to add to my list. Maybe if I'm hanging out with some of my littler cousins or something like that.
Yeah.
Chuck on Call of the Wild as this seems like a cute work.
Absolutely, but we got a fun list of films released on today that maybe you can go give a watch to one of them. We got Old School, Pompeii, Brahms the Boy 2, Emma, and even Call of the Wild. A little bit of something for everybody.
Absolutely. As we come to the back end of this game right here, trying to give out that minor prize still, but it's going to be a tough sell as we got Marge currently 2 balls away. as it doesn't look like it's going to be going out right here, right now, and we'll be moving on to the Must-Go prize. $37 available on that Must-Go, as that minor jackpot will be moving and grooving into this next game, clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we continue to work, as we currently have a few players right now, one ball away. We'll see if who can take home the prize.
Absolutely, and upon further looking, Milo and Otis does have a narrator, but he also voices the consciousness of both the animals. So it's all one
Okay.
voice, but it is in like they have
They have their
dialogue
own
that
dialogue.
they follow. We have Palmer at Danny's dugout though, over taking home that $37 must-go prize. Congratulations going on out to Palmer in this great game of Game Day Bingo. Stick around and get enrolled. That minor jackpot is closing in on $200, as it will be sitting at 58 balls or less getting into this next matchup.
Should be a grand time as we get enrolled into this next matchup. And as we do so, I would like to remind you that when you're playing Pilot Games, don't forget to share those awesome player pictures with us. We absolutely love seeing your smiling faces. And if you happen to hit a jackpot, hold up your iPad and show off that happy face with the jackpot message. We'd love to celebrate with you. You can also send us pictures of you playing with your friends or your favorite bartender. To share your pics, you can either direct message them to us on Facebook, post them with the hashtag PilotGames, or email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. I cannot wait to see all the fun moments that you guys capture out there while playing our games.
That's right, so snap those player photos and share them with us. We just have about a minute to get enrolled into this next matchup of Game Day Bingo. Stick around and get enrolled. And if it's your birthday out there on today, happy birthday on out to you. We hope you have a blast playing alongside us on today, taking home these great jackpot prizes for your birthday. We'd also love to share some celebrities who you might just happen to share your birthday with on today.
Starting off in 1933, we got Nina Simone, the American jazz pianist, singer, songwriter, arranger, and civil rights activist. Did To Be Young, Gifted, and Black, Feeling Good, Wild is the Wind, and so many other very, very iconic works known for her just ability to really belt it out.
Absolutely. Some even referred to her as the High Priestess of Soul.
That's awesome. Yeah, she blended gospel, blues, folk, pop, and classic styles together. Simone early training focused on classic piano, as she aspired to be the first major African American concert pianist. Her piano technique incorporated cocktail jazz influences and arpeggio.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool stuff. Her birth name was Eunice Kathleen Wayman, but she was professionally known as Nina Simone.
That is awesome stuff. I definitely have quite a few of her songs saved on my phone, and it's great to be able to highlight her on today. Just a fantastic singer, one of my favorite female voices of all time, born on today.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to Nina Simone. Up next in 1946, we've got Alan Rickman. He is the English actor from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Die Hard, and Harry Potter.
Very cool stuff. Love Alan Rickman and all the different works he's done throughout his career. I think he's been one of the more fun actors of our childhood, appearing in so many very iconic works, from Harry Potter being the iconic Professor Snape that we all hated and then grew to love later on in the series, and then you also have him in Die Hard, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Alice
Sweeney
in
Todd.
Wonderland. Yes, Sweeney Todd.
I about lost my mind when I saw him in Sweeney Todd. I had completely not expected to see him, especially singing with a beautiful melodic duet with Johnny Depp. I was floored. I thought that's incredible. As Johnny Depp is trying to sneakily kill him, it's incredible.
It's so funny because it's like one of those things where you've watched him be so monotone, one tone of voice
Snape.
as Snape, and that's kind of who he is to us, is Severus Snape. But then you see him in other works where he has a lot more whimsy and gets out there and he sings out there, and it's a lot of fun to see all the different personalities that he could portray on the big screen.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to Alan Rickman.
Absolutely. Definitely a fun one to be able to highlight here.
Up next, in 1955, we've got Kelsey Grammer, the American actress, comedian, director, and activist, known for Frasier Kane in Cheers and Frasier.
Yeah, very iconic for his roles in Cheers and Frasier.
Mm-hmm.
He was also in Periscope, Jesus Revolution, Transformers: Age of Extinction, Boss. He was a part of that series as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very much known for a lot of different roles that he has portrayed throughout the many years.
Absolutely. We do have a split win, though, as Marge at Maynard's of Excelsior and El Demo are getting to split of $43 on this Musco prize. Congratulations going on out to both of you, taking home a chunk of this great prize here. That minor jackpot will be at 60 balls or less getting into this next matchup, so continue to get enrolled, and happy birthday to Kelsey Grammer. I'll shout out. He was also a voice actor in things like The Simpsons and the movie Anastasia. That was one of my personal favorites.
That's awesome. That's some really cool animated works to work on. Next up on today in 1962, we got Chuck Palahniuk, a American writer who worked on Fight Club.
Very interesting.
Yeah, he also did Invisible Monster, Choke, Haunted. Wrote a few of those books. So he wrote the book that Fight Club was based off of.
They call his genre transgressional fiction.
Very interesting. 19 novels, 3 nonfiction books, 2 graphic novels, 2 adult coloring books, as well as several short stories.
I love that.
Very, very interesting novelist to highlight on today with a unique imagination, especially for you to create Fight Club. Happy birthday, Chuck Palahniuk.
Absolutely. If you've got weird ideas rattling around your head, might as well monetize it and make a creative career out of it.
For sure.
Up next in 1979, we've got Jennifer Love Hewitt, the American actress. She was Sarah Reeves in Party of Five, but she has been the face of Ghost Whisperer. She has been just so many different roles in movies, TV shows, and she's been around for quite a few decades now that we all know and love her.
Oh, yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Client List, 911, Heartbreakers. She's been a part of quite a few iconic things. Garfield the movie, the 2004 one.
And Tale of Two Kitties.
Yeah, she's a very fun actress to be able to highlight here on today.
Absolutely. I started off watching her in Ghost Whisperer, and then when I was a teen, I discovered all of her 90s and 80s really fun works, and so I had a lot of fun watching those. Not the 80s, but mostly her 90s movies, like Just Can't Hardly Wait and Trojan War and those films. And Heartbreakers even. I was a big fan, and so she's been a lot of different genres where I got to enjoy her in. Happy birthday, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, I think the first thing I ever saw her in was in the
Ghost Whisperers.
Yeah, Ghost Whisperers, as my mom and sister really enjoyed that show.
I loved that show.
And then went on to see her in a bunch of other random things throughout her career.
Absolutely.
Next up, born on today in 1987, we got Elliot Page, the American actor who is a part of Juno, so many other works as well. That
Oh my goodness,
much more
yeah.
than that. The Umbrella Academy has been the most recent, very popular thing that Elliot Page has been a part of. You got Inception, Hard Candy, Close to You, and American Crime.
My personal
X-Men, The Last
favorite,
Stand.
Whip It.
Yes.
My personal favorite movie that they were a part of in 2009. But there are so many different works that this great actor has been a part of.
Absolutely, yeah. Has won lots of awards, an Academy Award, 3 British Academy Film Awards, a Golden Globe Award, 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, and a Screen Actors Guild Award, and is known for being an outspoken activist as well.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to Elliot Page. Up next, and our final birthday on today, in 1996, we've got the English actress Sophie Turner. She is primarily known as being Sansa in Game of Thrones, but she has also been Jean Grey in the X-Men series
Mm-hmm.
and has been in some other great works as well.
Yeah, yeah, very, very. Obviously, it all starts with the Game of Thrones. That's her most impressive role that she's had so far, and has
And she
went on to
started so
win.
young in that as well.
Absolutely. She actually received Emmy and nominations for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series for her performance in that role as Sansa Stark. She then is also an advocate for women's rights and mental health. In 2017, she became the ambassador of Women for Women International.
I'm a big fan of Sophie Turner. I think she is hilarious and she is very talented as well.
She's
Yeah,
in Barely Lethal.
I've never seen that, so I don't know.
I just saw the preview to it as I was scrolling through it at just all the different movies. Huge cast between Sophie Turner, Dove Cameron, Haley Seinfeld, and others. But that's just funny that she's in that one as well.
We do have a winner here, though, as Sydney over at the Maynards of Excelsior takes home that minor jackpot prize, $332 heading your way. Congratulations there. Stick around and continue to get enrolled. Ian and I only have 2 more matchups here left, so you definitely don't want to miss out. But happy birthday going on out to Sophie Turner, one of the longest standing characters in Game of Thrones.
Absolutely, very, very, and that's a very impressive feat to have.
Absolutely. She goes through it, don't get me wrong. She
You can't be a
absolutely
Game of Thrones character and not go through
goes
it.
through it. But she survives, she perseveres, she changes her hair color twice, and she comes out the other side stronger.
So does Game of Thrones mainly follow like the Stark family?
Yes.
Because that's the ones I've heard the most of out
Yes.
of everybody when I
The
hear
Stark
other people
family
talk
and
about it.
the Lannister family.
Okay, I've also heard of the Lannister family.
Those are
as
the
well.
2 main pivotal catalyst families to the entirety of the storyline.
Okay, and then what are the dragon whisperers?
That's Khaleesi. She's the other third party main character. That's Amelia
Okay.
Clark, the blonde haired woman.
Yes.
Khaleesi, she's the mother of dragons, and so she's the one that brings in dragons into the storyline where they've since been dormant. People think dragons don't exist until she gets eggs and hatches them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and they listen to her and
The-
nobody else.
There you go. That's quite an upside.
That's literally just the main first episode. You learn all of that.
That's insane. Well,
Yep.
that's cool stuff there. Sophie Turner, happy birthday on today. Happy birthday to all of our celebrity birthdays and all of you guys out there playing some Pilot Games action, as we are definitely having some fun here. As we get after it, we are getting prepped and ready for a Minnesota Twins season, which actually I think our first spring training camp happens tomorrow,
Since
if
they
I'm
should
not
be
mistaken.
right around the corner.
Yeah, tomorrow at 12:05 p.m. Should be a fun trend. We'll be in Minnesota taking on the Braves. That's just some exciting stuff to hear some spring training camp going down.
That's right. So make sure you guys come on out and show your support. It should be a lot of fun. Yeah, but we do have a little bit of Twins news that we can highlight for you guys, as the Minnesota Twins are looking to be all in on Ty France. As a week ago, the Minnesota Twins were considering the shortstop depth. That seemed to be because they were considering the usage of Willie Castro at first base. Now they have Ty France and Rocco Baldelli. Doesn't intend to play anyone else there. He's going to play a lot. That's really the best way of saying it. The kind of hitter that he is, this isn't a platoon situation. I think he's going to play. He's got a good natural hitter. He's made a name for himself in this game by going out there and just using the whole field, hitting a lot of line drives. Perfect for everything we've talked about going into this year for our team and desires for our team, putting together good at-bats. At his core, that's what he is, Rocco Baldelli on Ty France said to the Star Tribune.
Very cool stuff. I'm excited to see, hopefully get him back to an all-star caliber play, as he was an all-star singular time in 2022, and he's got that kind of potential in him. I think he's a great addition to this roster, and I'm excited to see how it all goes down. Send some luck out to our Minnesota Twins by playing the great ETAB game. Twins win. You guys can check it out wherever playing Pilot Games and see if you can take home some Grand Slam prizes in that awesome Twins-themed ETAB.
Absolutely. Go and check it out and show your support for our Minnesota Twins before that spring training game tomorrow against the Atlanta Braves. Should be some very exciting stuff. As we are are moving forward, though, just about 7 balls away from trying to give out a prize here. We'll have to see who's going to take it home, whether it be players like Woodtick, Sydney, John App, or even Bundy out there. We'll see who we're going to be calling out to take home that great cash. But as we are waiting, we would love to highlight some on this day in history. As in fact, on today, all the way back in 1981, Dolly Parton notches the best hit of her career when the song 9 to 5 reaches #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The song, a soundtrack to the movie of the same name, would cement her crossover from country music to mainstream stardom.
Absolutely great stuff there. I think 9 to 5 is one of the just most unique, music, creations. Her making it by clicking her nails together, I think is so fun.
Absolutely, very, very fun stuff. And for the film, she came together with great names like Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda,
Hmm.
where the three of them work in an office setting, and this great song was born from it. But Dolly Parton in general is just an absolutely iconic woman. She has spanned many different mainstream platforms between music media and
Hmm.
businesses. Really incredible stuff on today.
We do have Iron Bar winning our great double Musco prize, $131.90, going out to you, Iron Bar, over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Congratulations. As we now get enrolled into the final game that me and Jordy will be live with you guys for during this lunchtime, with a minor prize now at 54 balls or less. Should be a fun way to end off this awesome live bingo show, as you guys have just a little under 2 minutes to get enrolled into this next action here. But speaking of Dolly Parton, what is your favorite Dolly Parton creation, whether it is her music or her movie and TV show appearances?
Well, for music, Jolene scratches a part of my brain that really no other song can. I absolutely love the song Jolene. It's my favorite Dolly Parton song of all time. But when it comes to cinema, I love her coming in and being Miley Cyrus's godmother in Hannah Montana.
Absolutely.
Absolutely love those random cameos she came in for.
That's what I was gonna go for. I think it might be her as the godmother in Hannah Montana. I
Yeah.
thought that was just a hilarious role for her. It was what grew my Dolly Parton love, because I had never heard
Yeah.
of Dolly Parton before that.
Mhm.
And then my parents were watching along. They
And they were
saw.
like, "Oh, Dolly Parton."
They're like, "Oh, that's Dolly Parton." I was like, "Who's that?" I was like, it's just some
"This is Miley
wild-looking
Cyrus's
woman."
grandmother."
Yeah, exactly. That's Hannah Montana's mom. Not mom, but
Godmother.
godmother.
Whatever.
And and then they were like, "Well, that's Dolly Parton, like country music icon Dolly Parton." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And so then I got to, find out who Dolly Parton was, and so that's kind of where the love all starts for Dolly Parton, and she just seems to be such a sweet human.
Absolutely.
There's not a lot of people that I just trust the outside noise of them, like,
Yeah.
what I love about them in interviews and stuff like that, because most celebrities,
That
I'm
can be
just
curated.
like, that's curated. It's all fake. I'm such a pessimist when it comes to just stars and their outward personas that they put out towards people. I'm like, I don't trust any
This
of you
is
to
a brand.
any of you guys to be actually good people. You're just,
But Dolly Parton.
but Dolly Parton, I would love to believe that she is actually just a great human being, and I will just stay with that belief, because I have such a love for her.
I also love her random cameo in Miss Congeniality 2.
Oh, so funny.
It is so funny. Watching her get absolutely tackled was shocking. And so
You're like, don't break her.
and I'm like, Sandra Bullock, what are you doing? Is that Sandra Bullock?
In that tackles her?
Yeah. No, just in Miss Congeniality, because I know for certain it
yes,
is.
yes.
Then yes, it is her that tackles Dolly Parton. That's so funny. Well, 9 to 5 hitting #1 on today.
Yeah, very, very fun stuff for a little this day in history. A little music days in history, as that was just our day in history. In 1970, the Jackson 5's performed their #1 hit, I Want You Back, and their new single, ABC, on American Bandstand. It's their first appearance on the show. Frontman Michael tells host Dick Clark he likes the weather in Los Angeles, as it's much warmer than their hometown in Gary, Indiana, and digs the Beatles.
That's so cute.
That's awesome. I love the young Jackson 5. I think they were such a fun group of kid singers.
Absolutely. Very, very fun stuff. Maybe listen to a little Jackson 5 on today. Also on today in 1987, 26 years after becoming a hit in America, we've got Ben E. King's Stand By Me going to #1 in the UK following its release of the movie of the same name.
That's I always love it when an old hit gets revitalized because of a movie that it appears in or anything else. And that's fun that Stand By Me was able to go to #1 in the UK due to that movie that was very popular that ended up coming out on earlier.
Absolutely. That movie really made me nervous to swim in like rivers and ponds and stuff though. They have a really bad leech scene.
Yeah, no, I hate that. Any movie that has a leech scene, it instantly
Terrifying.
terrifies me of any kind of water. As we continue to finish up this game, though, I would like to give a quick shout out to our player spotlight, Large Marge, over at the Jersey's Bar and Grill. They took home $55,000 this last weekend, and over at the Jersey's Bar and Grill, they supported the Merrick Incorporated, which their mission is to empower adults with disabilities through vocational and social opportunities and to guide them towards realizing their goals and dreams. Just a awesome charity. I love to highlight unique charities out there, and Large Marge, you're definitely supporting one of the more unique ones we got out there that's just really helping out those individuals.
That's right. Congratulations going on out there. But we got a winner here that congrats is in order for, as Dan N. at the Sherwood Lounge takes home $38.30 on this Musco prize. Stick around for a little Lucky 4 bingo, and remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins.
Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up! Oh, that stinks! Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner! You gotta play to win! Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up! Oh, that stinks! Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner! You gotta play to win! Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up! Oh, that stinks! Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner! You gotta play to win! Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up. Oh, that stinks. Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You gotta play to win. Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot. Come on, let's get stinking rich! Who got the cash? You got the cash! That's cash, not trash. Gotta find one more of those. Let's keep raking it in. Keep it up! Oh, that stinks! Your aim's a little off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner! You gotta play to win! Come on, let's get these lobsters out of the water and into a pot, huh? Ouch! Lobster at its finest right here. Oh, I can buy a new boat. Time to count some treasure. You've won the Motherlode Jackpot.